is hell. He's saying the Virgin Islands is hell on earth, basically what he's saying. So we are the bottom of the barrel there and saying, okay. Okay, well, I want to stop the recording because he seems like he's a criminal. He don't want his voice recorded on the internet. No man, Duke, let me have a conversation, man. Don't harass yourself if you don't feel up to it. I know that man do a whole book on you. I know you probably like in your hermetic phase of life where you don't want to be seen and how you trying to blend in and stuff. It's like that. But you trying to get famous, you trying to get like King Solomon status. Check. And if you don't want to talk, then you gotta find another subject to interview with, check. But I feel like you have a wealth of wisdom, check. You have a wealth of wisdom that people need to hear because there are people out there struggling in them. Check. You get people like you out there who on the streets, you know what I mean? Who on the streets and trying to find their way out to live a normal life, them. Check. I can't imagine how that life is living on the streets. You know what I mean? You on the block every day and you get your gun at you every day. You don't know if you're going to make it home tonight. You know what I mean? You hustling, you selling this and that, and you know what I mean? You having a good time, but at the same time, you hanging on the guillotine, you know? You check? And the block is a guillotine. Because you don't know when somebody going to pass wrong right and shoot up the block. So, Duke, I want you to give us a story of the past. Give us an insight into how life in the streets was, you know what I mean? If you're willing to share, do you remember a moment in time where, or can you take the viewers and the listeners into a night on the block in St. Martin? Duke, yo, Uncle. Well, I sure can't give them a story. I've never been on the block. So, it's up to you, my brother. He playing koi or something, man. You got a cigarette? You going for some?
I'm getting fucking up, you know. Nothing bullshit. We record like you know, like one thing.
This is to help people, my brother. This is not about this. You thinking about yourself. You make it out the streets. You made it out. You have some people can't make it, but they need this. They need to learn from the lessons that you've. So he walked off of the recording. You know, he's a good soul, you know, like underneath it all, he's a good guy, you know, but I think he's still battling demons and past memories of his trauma of living in the streets, living on the tightrope of life or death, you know. Every night you go outside of your home to the and my brother does pass it, that's a fact. Every night, you know, you leave your house to go out on the street to try and make a living because of whatever reasons you can't get a job normally, or get a regular job. You have to hustle and make money to support yourself and sometimes even your family off of selling drugs. And I wanted some personal insight from him, but it seems like he sticks to a code, a street code or some nonsense. I don't get it, man. Trying to reach back and help my family, you know, because I'm also trying to help people. I don't know, man. It's really me out there. I mean, the name of the channel is King Solomon, but I thought me and my uncle Duke, we did a good job of the past 2 episodes or so. So I figured we could try keep the momentum going and help some more people, you know. Because we're not just a regular YouTube channel, you know what I mean? We actually want to give real real life experiences and wisdom, pass it on to people um, who may not have the wisdom in their circle of friends, or maybe they don't have conversations of trying to make it out of sticky I mean terrible situations. Shout out to Haha Davis, he's a great guy in my opinion. Great content and funny material. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it there.